Time. Please, everybody, let's go to John chapter 8. Jesus floored all his enemies by wisdom. And I'm going to cite 4 examples. And you must desire to carry the wisdom of God to frustrate the talking of liars and send the diviners mad concerning you. In John chapter 8, the Pharisees came to Jesus and they came to tell him that they found a woman in adultery, in the very act of adultery, but they did not bring the man. They put him in a very difficult situation. And they said to him, what have you got to say concerning this? What is your take on this matter? Let's read from verse 3. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery, and where they have set her in the midst. Verse 4. They said to him, Master, this one was taken in adultery in the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us that it should be stoned. She should be stoned rather. What do you say? They wanted to bring him in collusion with the laws of God. The Bible said this, they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground as though he had them, he didn't hear them. And verse 7. So wisdom is not just talking. Wisdom is processing what you say. What was he doing? He was thinking through how to answer them. So those who talk too much, they are not wise. We saw in the ministry of Jesus, Peter, we talk before thinking. Jesus, we had to calm him down. So he stooped down, was writing on it, processing what he was saying. So when they continued to ask him, again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. And they which had it, being convicted, no, he said something. After processing, go to verse 7. He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. And then in verse 8, he stooped down and wrote again. And the Bible says now in verse 9, all of them one by one, they were convicted by their own conscience. That word went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. And he told the woman, who are your accusers? The next verse. And they which had been convicted, or go to the next verse. He asked, who are your accusers? Where are they? Now go and sin no more. Where are the accusers? As no man condemned thee, go and sin no more. The next verse. So that a worse thing will not happen unto you. Verse 11. Go and sin no more. And that way I condemn it. Go and sin no more. They came to catch him by his word. And he subdued them by his wisdom. Listen. Many fail in life because they are caught by their words. You know, they say that silence is golden. Jesus was able to defeat them by the word of wisdom. Let's go to the next place where they came to try to catch him by his word, and wisdom prevailed again. Luke chapter 20 from verse 19 to 26. They came the second time. And the chief priests and the scribes and the at the same hour sought to lay hands on him. And so they feared the people, for they are perceived that he has spoken this parable against them. And then, so they watch him and send for spies, which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his words, so that they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. In other words, they came together against him, connived, and sent some spies. So they asked him, all orchestrated and planned out, Master, we know you are. We know you that thou sayest and teachest rightly. Is all lies. So neither accept thou the person of any, but teachest the way of God truly. They had a goal. They had ulterior motive. This is where they are going. Is it lawful for us to give tribute to Caesar or no? They wanted to bring him against the government. And Jesus knew their thought. Look, let's see.